Good evening, VV Nation, and happy Friday. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the channel, especially if you're new. Now, I'm sure everyone saw the news that came out over the last 24 hours. Israel striking Iran, attacking and bombing some of their nuclear facilities and taking out some top officials within the military. That being said, we're going to jump into the Vectorvest 7 system. There's three spaces, right, that ideally or logically, these are going to rise based off this news. The first one's going to be gold. Second one's going to be oil. No brainer, right? And the third space we're going to look at is going to be defense stocks. So I'm going to show you three charts and see if we're getting the movement that we would expect from this type of news. And if we're getting that movement, we're going to jump into those industries and take a look at the top three picks from each one of those to put some ideas in your portfolio to hedge against this geopolitical event. Now, if this is something that you're interested in, stick around and let's get started. Now, first chart I want to look at is GLT. This is the Spiders Gold Shares ETF. You can see yesterday, price action already went into the fast lane above the standard deviation of 1 Bollinger Band here. But look at the momentum, the gap up we're seeing this morning here. It's about 4 minutes before the market opens, but you can see why gold is on my radar due to these geopolitical events. And the same situation when it comes to oil. Here's the US Oil Fund ETF here. You see price action's been in the fast lane here, showing momentum since these concerns have been on everyone's radar this week anyways. We're seeing that optimism this week here, big body green candlesticks. But look, after the attack yesterday evening, another huge gap up, bringing the ETF now to $80.27. The other chart I wanted to look at was going to be the U.S. Aerospace and Defense, ITA. You see price action lower left, upper right. But a lot of that momentum waning over the last 4 days, actually bringing it out of the fast lane here, the 3 converging closer to the 8. And as far as price action, we're just not getting that lift as we're seeing in the oil and gold stocks. So we're going to focus primarily on those two, but I will put in 3 defense stocks just as well, because as you can see, a lot of tech right now is selling off. But with this situation, these stocks are pretty stagnant. So if you want to hedge geopolitical events, having a little bit of defense in here as well, probably not a bad idea. All right, we're in the Vectorvest 7 software now. These are the 9 stocks I have for you. 3 for gold, 3 for oil, 3 for defense. You can see right now gold at the top of the list. If I scroll over to the right, we see the industries here. Mining stocks, gold and silver, all at the top of the list. Aerospace coming in 4th place, followed by 3 petroleums and then 2 aerospace defense at the bottom. If we take a look at aerospace and defense and scroll over to the left, pretty mixed here with 2 losers currently right now, Howmet Aerospace and Leonardo SPA. However, Leonardo DRS is in positive territory right now at 2.32%. Petroleum also mixed, the winner right now being Athabasca Oil Corp up 5% here. And as far as gold, 2 out of 3 are in positive territory. All of these stocks currently have buy ratings by the Vectorvest 7 software. We're talking about value here. A lot of value can be played with K92 currently trading at 11.83. We value it at 19. Kinross Gold, we value the company at 15.63. Currently trading at 25. So a lot of value when it comes to these positions here. Some other position plays, we got Flowtech Oil Corp, currently trading at 438. We value it at 581, so undervalued as well. And that last one, FTI, coming in, also undervalued. Some of these stocks are overvalued, but not too many here. If we look at RV, RS, RV's favorable ratings across the board, while RS is pretty mixed. Most of them are in favorable territory, but we do have several here not in favorable territory, indicating a little bit more risk with these positions. But the thing I like to see, look at the short-term price trend of the RT relative timing. They're all moving to the upside. Short-term price trend in favor of the bulls. And some of these, 1.82, 1.93, 1.76, very high on the scale. Again, RT 0 to 2, right? So a lot of these have momentum. This could be short-term momentum trades to, hedge geopolitical concerns in your portfolio. And also, one thing I like about this group of stocks here, look at the sales growth rate and earnings growth rate. Positive numbers across the board here in double digits for the most part. Only one thing coming in single digit here, Howmet Aerospace, 6% on the sales growth rate. But other than that, these are phenomenal companies that I just wanted to put on your radar so that way you have some ideas to potentially, hedge some of this geopolitical concern with the conflict rising in the Middle East. Again, my name is Ryan. It's been a pleasure giving this presentation. Hopefully Hopefully this puts you on the right side of the market. And if you like the content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so I can keep you updated going forward. Now, everybody have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week.